Hi and welcome to the MRTV topic of the day. And today's topic of the day is Somnium Space is selling virtual land on Indiegogo. Now, should you buy that land? What can you do on this land? All these exciting questions. That's what we're going to talk about in this MRTV topic of the day. And it's coming up. Hi and welcome to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang and this is your first time here. And if you're just as excited about VR and AR as me, then subscribe now and click on the bell button so don't miss anything. Yes, hi and welcome to the MRTV topic of the day on this 26th of November 2018. And I'm really looking forward to talk with you about this topic because, well, it is about virtual land and what you can do on this virtual land. So let me fill you in what has happened so far. And before I do so, thanks all of you for being here. Hi, Novice Angler, and for all the people who are watching this live right now. It's a talk show. I want to talk with you about this topic. I want to know about your opinions. I want to know if you want to buy that land. I want to know why. I want to know why not. I want to know everything. I want to know your opinion. That's why we're here in the MRTV topic of the day. And Dougie is there, hello. And Niall is there, hi. Good to have you here, my dear friends. Hope you're going to enjoy today's show, but I have the feeling that you're going to enjoy it. And of course, if you love this channel and if you want to support it, I would be very happy if you send over a super chat. And yeah, that would be great. And of course, your name is going to scroll down here and it's going to be here forever. Dougie, hello my man, hello. Colin Webb, hello. Palomedes VR, hi. Cool, and Clip Off, just got my Black Friday Odyssey Plus from FedEx a few minutes ago. Hi Clip Off, nice. Where are you? Are you in Europe? And we have €8.88 from Artur Sitchov. Love is in the air. Thank you, man. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you so much. So let's start here with talking about the topic. And Novice Angler, hi. Clip of the States. Okay, great. And tell us later what you think of the device, all right? Okay, but now let's go to the topic of the day. So, Somnium Space, for all of you who don't know yet what Somnium Space is, it is a VR world. It's a VR world, not unlike Second Life, but in VR, right? So you can go there, you can meet other people, you can talk to them, you can now buy land, you can build anything on that land that you can think of. Yeah, it only is limited by your creativity. And, well, you can start to monetize your land, right? So you could, for example, build a cinema and have people pay entrance, for example, or you can build something super exciting, and the more people go there, the more money you'll earn, these kinds of things. Or you can build a school and you can teach there in virtual reality and earn money like this. So there's lots of things that you can do there. And well, now there's the Indiegogo campaign that will allow you to buy that land, and it will allow you to buy land and build anything that you can imagine on that land. So why is this exciting? Well, they did have a campaign before. They had a crowdfunding campaign before, which was very successful in Europe here. I think they have raised £100,000, which is quite a lot for a VR startup. And I was also one of the people who bought land, right? Actually, it was like you had to buy like stocks. You had to buy their stocks, and then you would get some land. And I think lots of people were in it for the land, actually, because they wanted to buy the land and build something on it. And the problem was that our friends from the US and from Canada could not participate in this crowdfunding campaign because of the financial regulations, which are very strict for buying stocks and such. So when I was doing the video where I bought the land, I got so many emails and so many messages from subscribers in the States who were like super unhappy that they couldn't buy any land because of these financial regulations. And therefore, Somnium Space has now started this Indiegogo campaign, which we're looking at right now, and the link is also in the description below. And you can now, everyone on this planet Earth can now buy land in Somnium Space no matter where you are, because this is not tied anymore to their stock. You can just buy land now, which I think is really, really good, because honestly speaking, I don't think so many people were in it for the stocks. People want to get the land. And now you can buy it no matter where you come from. If you are from the US, if you are from Canada, if you are from India, from wherever you want, you can buy the land. And it starts at very reasonable $55, I think. So I paid more for it. I paid like $250 or something, but well, I got stocks. So dear Somnium Space, make sure that this investment was worth it. Anyways, so $55 for a small parcel, 200 square meter. And of course, you can also get more. You can get bigger. You can get bigger parcels of land, like M. The medium parcel will set you back $125. Then there's also like 4 small parcels, which will set you back $190. And there's also the big parcel. Now, what is the difference between Somnium Space and, for example, High Fidelity, for example? So there are different VR worlds out there, right? It's not just Somnium Space. There's like High Fidelity. There's Rec Room, for example. Also, they also have some spaces, and so on and so forth. So, what is the difference between Somnium Space and those other virtual worlds? Well, the difference is that this is one persistent world. Now, what does it mean, one persistent world? Well, if you tell your friend who's also in Somnium Space, let's meet at the marketplace at 3 p.m. Central European time, then there's only one marketplace. There are not 2 copies or even more copies floating around. Well, that's the case in other virtual worlds, right? You cannot say, okay, let's meet there and there, because they spawn more than one unit of that space, right? So it's a big difference. Here, only one world. Only one world. What happens there, and you can see it because there's only one world. So if you want, you can walk through the whole world from the beginning to the end, and it's like one big piece. And that is, I think, that is pretty fascinating, in my opinion. So it feels a bit real, because things that happen there actually really happen there in this moment, and not on different kind of servers or what. There's only one thing there. Yeah, no annoying loading screen, says Electra TV. So I think that is pretty interesting. So they managed to get 48% within the first 24 hours. So congratulations, Somnium Space, on selling that. So let me reload this. Probably they got some more, because I was just doing the same show in my German channel. So probably they did already sell some more. Oh yeah, 53%. Congratulations, Somnium Space. So I have the feeling they are going to sell their land quickly. So first of all, they have this persistent world, and then the idea is that you can make money, that you can make real money with your land, because, well, you can build anything. You can build anything on top of that land. So how does it work? Well, you have a builder. Let me scroll through. You have a builder. Is it there? I think yes. No, not yet. The builder, yes. So with the builder, it's some piece of software. You can build anything that you can think of. So think of Minecraft, Minecraft in one persistent world where everyone sees the same thing. So I built my house here, for example, or my MRTV headquarter, which I'm going to build on my land, and people who are also there, they will see how I built that place, and I think that's pretty amazing. So yeah, I can build this on my desktop. Yeah, there's going to be some software. I'm not exactly sure if you can also build in VR. I think you can, but for sure you can build in the builder. So you can build your stuff there. You can build anything you want, and well, you can earn money by different means. So you can earn money by probably taking entrance to your house or to your porn cinema that you're building there. Yeah, you can really build whatever you want, or you could like program a game into your property. I don't know, bowling or whatever, some first-person shooter or whatever. And you can, yeah, whenever somebody enters the game, probably they have to pay some cents or what. And you can monetize it in lots of ways. Another way to monetize it is, for example, you buy the land now. And the thing is, it's all about location, location, location. So if you buy your land now, actually, you're going to get a space that is in the city center of that world, of that Somnium space world. So they have a city center, like the centerpiece here, the waypoint, the centerpiece of our universe. And in this centerpiece, it's like the city center of their world. So if your parcel that you buy right now, if it's closer to the city center, that's going to be good for you. Location, 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 my dear friends, because when new players download the game or the app from Steam, they will spawn there in the city center. So the probability that they're going to see your thing that you're building is of course higher if your property is closer to that waypoint. And those people who buy the things now, who buy the property now, will be able to get a point, will get the property close to that center. And once that Indiegogo campaign is over, you can claim your land, and then afterwards they will open up the other parcels for an auction. So what you can do then, you can either auction off your nice land, which is in the city center, and probably easily get your $55 back. Probably you're gonna earn more, or you simply build something awesome and try to earn money. So I believe that is how I understand Somnium Space right now. Yeah, so that's what you can do. Or probably you can even rent out your property. Yeah, exactly. Probably you can get some, you can build some nice space in the city center and then make it an event location and rent it out to people. Right? So I think this is pretty interesting. And yeah, so prices start here. Prices start from $55 US, which is about 48 euro, and I believe this is a pretty good price. Anyways, this is Somnium Space. So now I would really love to know what you guys think about Somnium Space. Please write to me in the chat, and please write to me. Are you going to buy some land in Somnium Space? Are you going to buy some land in Somnium Space? If yes, why? And what do you want to build? And if no, why not? Please tell me, and I would love to chat with you guys. I would really love to know what you guys think about Somnium Space. Are you going to Are you going to buy something? Question is, how will it work? They must limit what you see. I think you can see only in a certain distance, and probably afterwards it's just fog. I don't know. Have to ask the Somnium team. This tickles my French baguette, says Strong. Yeah, good. Darren G, not sure, but when you buy virtual land, is there a yearly fee, or is it one price only forever? No, well, I believe it's one price. I believe we're buying that land right now. That's how I understand it. Skidrow says, been in there, but if there is 100,000 persons, you can't see all of them. It will break everything. I don't know. They seem to be pretty confident that they can get up to, I don't know, thousands of people first. And yeah, then they have to scale up, of course. That will be their big challenge. Are there property taxes or levies? I don't think so. No pets allowed on my land, says Sherzod. And Palomedes VR says, glad I invested in seeding VR for the shares and land. Even happier now, I can buy more land, best of both worlds. Yeah, that's true. And honestly speaking, guys, I'm also thinking to buy more land, because the thing is, I bought a small piece of land only. It's like it's like I don't know. It's like 200 square meters, which seems not so big. I'm not sure if my MRTV headquarter and cinema will fit on that little land. I don't know. So probably I need to buy some more land. And I would prefer to just buy property and have my dream home built of a plan I purchased, rather than all the trouble of building myself. Yeah, you can also have them build it for you. You can also have them build it for you. I think they have here 3D modeler service. Costs $300. And Adam says, I see no reason to buy land at this time. Okay. Adam, why don't you see any reason to buy? And Adam asks, how long have they been funded and nobody still has their land yet, or can build anything on it? That's a good question. That's a very good question that we're going to ask Arthur later. And Andre Berger, may I run a brothel on my property? I believe yes. Arthur Sitcho is the founder. Arthur Sitcho is the founder of Somnium Space. I have interviewed him a couple of times already. Andre Berger, are there laws? Are there laws? Good question. I have no idea. What is the difference to Decentraland? That's a good question too. And Caleb Law says, I'm going to build a nightclub where I can DJ at. And Vanilla Gomez says, can we get blocked for not complying with guidelines even though we paid? Yeah, what are the guidelines? Are there any rules? I think that's a good question. That is a good question. And we can ask Arthur later. He's in the stream here, and probably we can even call him later and then directly ask him all the questions. And Pally, I don't get Somnium Space. How do they expect it to work? Who will go in it if you're charged by everyone who owns land there? Why would people go in? So actually, it's not like everyone charges. How I understand it, there's also other kind of monetization options. Like for example, I could put some ads in my MRTV headquarter, and whenever somebody looks at the ads, then I will earn some money. This is the ad mix monetization system. This could be one thing. Or I think later they also, because at the moment you have to travel by food, right? But if this world is going to become huge, then you will be able to use some means of transportation, like some kind of transporter. And if you use that transporter, then probably you have to pay a bit, I don't know, like some cents for being transferred to the other transporter. And if people transport themselves to my property, to the MRTV headquarters, then probably I will earn a bit from their transportation cost, right? So that's the idea, I believe, how I understood it. So that is pretty interesting. Okay, Arthur says not everyone will charge. There will be lots of buildings and cool creations built by people just to express themselves. Not everyone will want to monetize. That's right. Will this be the new Second Life? Perhaps. And Vanilla Gomez is seriously thinking of a medium lot. So I think that's really the point. It's not only about earning money, even though I make it look like it. So I know Adam had already told me in the chat a couple of weeks ago that it feels like everything is just about money. But honestly speaking, that is probably because I make it look like that. Because for me, it's probably an interesting way to earn some money. But I don't believe that is actually the main thought of Somnium Space, right? I think the main point of Somnium Space is to build a very interesting community there, to allow people to express themselves, and in the future, I don't think right now people will earn lots of money through it. I believe probably later, in 5 or 10 years, probably if this is huge. I believe then probably you can make money with it, or probably now you can make money by trying to sell off the land. But I don't think that is now their main idea. But we should ask Arthur, the founder of it. I think, Adam, how does monetization benefit the average user? I don't see why people should go to this over something like Rec Room or Altspace right now. Adam, what I believe? I believe that if there is an incentive for people to create something, because later probably they earn money, they will create more. If there was not this incentive of monetization, I don't think people would go there and try to build an awesome game just for the fun of it. You know, for Rec Room, I love Rec Room just as much as you, Adam. But the thing is, it's a company that builds the stuff in Rec Room, right? I mean, but actually also the gamers can actually also make games there, right? But probably here for Somnium Space, probably the idea that you can in the future monetize your creations is interesting, because there will be more people who will create stuff there. And I think that is an interesting thought. And Adam says they need to focus on building a community more first. I think they do that. And probably me myself, I'm more interested in the monetization, and that's why I talk more of it. But I think the guys are really working on that community, right? I think At least that's what I believe. And we can speak with Arthur a bit later and find out a bit more about it. Okay, Arthur says, your creation might be deleted if you violate rules and make offensive or restricted content, but your land will stay yours. Got it. Got it. Exactly. Biodome Builder says, when you add branded objects, like some kind of Coke, you will get paid when somebody interacts with it on your land. Maybe even looks at it. Exactly. That's the idea of this ad mix. Ad mix. They want to allow you to, monetize your space by putting interesting ads. Could be a Coke can. Could be adult beverage bottle, right? That just stands there, and if people look at it, or interact with it, like take it up and try to drink it, then probably the owner of the space could earn a few bucks from the company that placed those beer bottles there. So I think that is truly interesting. Okay, so I would like to ask you, are you interested in this kind of thing? Do you think that's interesting? Would you buy land there? What do you think about the price? What do you think about the price of $55? Do you think it's too expensive? Do you think it's cheap? Please do let me know in the comment section. Can you buy small land parcel and 50 meters additional height? And Biodome Builder I've already bought. Okay, what did you build? What did you buy, Biodome Builder? And what do you want to build there? So 53%. Let's see if something changed. 55%. Congratulations, Arthur and Somnium Space team. During this stream, you got 2 more percent. And Andrew Berger, I would gladly buy some land. You know, I really think it's going to be interesting to see when people really build stuff on it. I'm looking forward to walk through the land and see how people build stuff, and I'm looking forward to build my stuff too. And yeah. And Biodome says, I'm going to plant a huge tree and build a fort as a start. Okay, if people could get their land now, or actually build now, I would not be as skeptical. Adam, I'm going to ask Arthur why this is not possible right now. I will call Arthur in a moment, and I will find out about all the questions. But I would still like to know more questions. Do you have more questions, perhaps? Because I'm going to talk with the founder later in a phone call. And I would, because now is a great chance now for you to ask all these questions that we're live, and we're going to speak with Arthur, with the founder, a bit later, and we'll find out about all the questions, and he's going to give us all the answers. That's good. How many users can be on at the same time? We're going to talk about this a bit later. Good question. Will the payment system be integrated into Somnium Space, or will the builder be responsible? Good. What's the reselling process later? That is great. Yeah, let's talk about all these things later. So, Arthur, don't answer them right now in the chat. Okay? We're going to talk about all this later. Directly with Arthur, with the founder. How many parcels of land have been sold already? That's interesting question too. And what is the average monthly users? Okay, that's good. That's a good question. Exactly. That are all interesting questions that I'm going to speak about with Arthur. Also, for full disclosure, my dear friends, I bought some stock in Somnium space, right? So full disclosure, I think I will be. I don't have the stock yet. I will be a little co-owner. I don't know, 0.0001%. But for full disclosure, I would like to tell you guys that I joined the crowdfunding campaign on Seeding VR, and yeah, I should do that. Sebastian, copy all these questions to a Word document. Yeah, you're right. That's better. Let me do that right now. Yes, let me copy that now. And then it will be easier. Yeah, we will be neighbors, Biodome. Let me just write that down here. So I have all the questions later. And Adam is looking forward to the call. Yes. Okay, do you have any more questions, my dear friends? Do you have any more questions, please? Please write them into the chat so I can ask Arthur later in the chat and in the talk. Okay, more about the transporter system. Okay. Andrew has to go. And Vanilla just bought Medium Land. Congratulations, Vanilla. Transportation system. Okay. Good. So Arthur, get ready. Arthur, get ready. I'm going to call you in a moment. And then Arthur is always ready. Arthur was born ready. Okay. Let me call Arthur. And then please guys tell me if you can hear Arthur well or not. So I'm going to go now and call Arthur. Let me go here. So let me start the call. Test, can you hear me?
You have reached Somnium Space headquarters. If you want to buy land, press 1. If you want to sell land, never call again.
Okay, I got it. Well, hi Arthur.
Hi.
This, by the way, this call might be recorded for quality purposes.
Of course, the best
Okay.
quality only.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure that people can hear you. Could you say something like 1, 2, 3 test? Okay, now I didn't hear you. Can you say something again, please? Hello? Hello? I cannot hear you. Oh, we lost him.
Oh,
Hello?
here.
Yeah, now I can hear you again.
Hello.
Okay, now I can hear
Okay.
you. Okay, cool. Yeah, Arthur. So, congratulations to starting the Indiegogo campaign, or better, congratulations to already get 55% after like 24 hours. I think that's pretty amazing. Did you expect this to happen so fast?
We launched this to get to buy the.
Arthur, I have a very bad connection. I cannot hear you very well. Are you on a weak connection or something?
Just a second.
I cannot really hear you very well. Test, test.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Okay, now I hear you again, but the connection doesn't seem to be so strong.
Famous German internet.
Yeah, you're right. The internet in Germany, it sucks.
Really, and I'm paying the maximum, the max package here. I guess as you are as well.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Yeah, it's a pain in the
sometimes
ass.
it's like,
Anyways,
but it should be better. I cut off
okay, now,
all the
yeah,
downloading
yes,
everything,
okay,
so
that's good.
you
Now I
should
can
hear me
hear you.
now.
Now we can hear you.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
cool, great. So yeah, so tell us again. Did you expect to get to 55% in 24 hours?
No, we didn't. As I said, when we launched this campaign, we just said we want to give a chance to US and Canadian players who mainly asked us for this because they didn't have a chance
Right.
to buy land in seeding VR, and that's why we put a flexible goal, and that's why we said, whatever we raise, whoever will buy, even if it's like 3 people, that's fine.
Okay.
So we didn't have any expectations. So of course, this is amazing what we have achieved just in 24 hours, and we're just looking. We're trending on Indiegogo now, and we're looking forward to all new landowners and neighbors who will have them in the world.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, let's address some of the questions. Let's address some of the
Absolutely,
questions
let's do
of the
that.
people. So first of all, I think very interesting questions from Adam, and like in his opinion, everything felt too commercialized. Like he said, like you shouldn't focus so much on the money thing, as in like making telling people that they can make money there. You should first focus on building a community, and then, well,
Right.
I told him like, okay, probably it's also because I report about you guys like that, right? Because, well, I'm interested in the monetary part. How? Please tell Adam about monetization. What is more important for you right now? What do you do about community building? And don't you think it would be more important to build a community first before talking about monetization options?
Right, absolutely. So, by the way, thanks, Adam, for your questions, because only the best answers coming from the most skeptical questions, and that's exactly what is needed. Regarding the community, and just to clarify, we don't put a lot of effort and pressure on monetization. Our world, our app, our game is free. You can download it now from Steam and play it for free. And there's a lot of things to do. We have weekly events where we play bowling every Wednesday. We have open microphone nights every Saturday. We have climbing competitions, and on top of that, we do monthly events where we invite people, really interesting VR industrial leaders or thinkers or whoever it is. We just invite them once a month, and we do a big event. We do a recording of this event, and you can find all those recording either on Indiegogo page if you scroll down, or you can go to our YouTube channel and just look at them and just listen to those talks. There are 1.5, 2 hours talks. We had concerts, we had Ken Bai, we had many other guys and folks just speaking about VR and different things. So we do care about community. That's the number one. But we do believe that if the world has to be successful long term, we're talking 5, 10 years ahead, there has to be a way for people to monetize. There have to be driving force behind this world. And that's why we say right up front, whoever wants to monetize later, or whoever wants to try to earn money, or hang out with their friends, you can buy the land and you can monetize it later.
Right.
Do you hear me still?
I hear you very well. I was just
Okay,
listening.
great. Yeah. So
Yeah.
those two aspects, in our opinion, those two aspects come hand in hand together. If there will be compelling world for everyone in the future, it has to come together. It can be only one or only another. It has to be functional economy, virtual economy, and it has to give people a reason to, you know, to create things and then being able to share those things. Because if you create something cool, even if it's a virtual object, other people want to own it. And I guarantee you other people will be ready to buy it. Just because they want to support you as a creator, or just because they want to own something cool which no one else has. And that's why, you know, virtual economies like Second Life work. Second Life still today, I think that's $700 million GDP, or their turnover per year, which is a huge amount of money.
Right.
And Second Life is like a 2D app, right? So if when you start to understand the scale of what VR can become in the next 10 years, if you will have a world without economy, let me rephrase it. If some company decides to build a world without economy, it will simply fail, because people will want to have an economy. People will actually want to buy and sell things there. So you just cannot build a world without functional economy.
Got it. I understand. So I must also be honest with you. I'm more interested in the money making part. Right. I mean, yeah.
Why am I surprised?
I'm surprised. Yeah. I mean, well, and I think that's really the interesting thing for me, right? I was thinking like, here, probably you're watching the stream still, and I have this incredible mug, right? The singing mug, right? The MRTV singing mug. I'm showing it to the people right now, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if I somehow could digitize this mug, and
you could,
and yeah, I could, right? And probably,
you know how? Do you know how?
Yeah, I suppose I can do it with the scanning thing that you showed me last time.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So when we go live with the scanning thing, which is in the next two or 3 weeks, you'll be able to scan yourself into Somnium, or you'll be able to scan your mug into Somnium and just have it. And by the way, if you want to check the quality of those scans, we just opened with the latest update on Steam. We just opened official Sony store and Pimax store.
Cool.
So if you go to the Sony store on the Somnium Plaza in the Somnium Mall, you can come closer to the objects and watch the quality which your mobile phone will give to you while you'll be scanning it. So it's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, that's really a cool thing. So for all people who have not watched my last interview with Arthur, I met him in Cologne, and then he showed me that you can actually scan people into Somnium Space just with your phone by using a certain Sony app, and how you can scan things into VR just by using this app. That is pretty amazing. But still, Arthur, tell me, how would it work? So I scan the mug into Somnium Space, and then the mug is there. But what is the next step? And how could I earn money with this? And I mean, what kind of money is it? Is it dollars? Is it your own currency? How will it work?
It's Somnium Cube. So right now it is designed in a way that when you scan this mug, it will appear in your inventory, and you'll be able to place it in the world.
As many as I want, or just one time?
So you can place it in the world on your land, right?
Okay, I can put my whole land full of mugs.
Exactly. You can make a full land full of mugs. By the way, each land parcel will have a limited amount of parts you can build on that. So let's say you have a small parcel, and then you'll have 200 square meters, and then we didn't finalize it, but it will be like, for example, you have 500 parts. You'll be able to build the structure from 500 parts, because we have to limit it in a way that the server doesn't die, immediately. So if you put 500 mugs on it, then you'll be able to build nothing more than just 500 mugs. And when you get this mug into the game and you have it in your inventory, then you'll be able to place it into the Somnium store, put the price tag on it, or make it free, and then everyone will be able to download it and just place another 500 mugs on their land, and then it will be land of mugs of MRTV, and we'll all
I like it. I cannot like it. I cannot like it.
You kind of like it, okay?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I was wondering. Can I make it so that if people touch that mug, it will make the magic sound?
You can script it as much as you want.
Okay, I got it. So this kind of thing is possible.
Of course, every object, at least in the first year, what this I can guarantee, will go through the manual inspection by our
Of course,
team.
yeah, of course. But I think Magic Mug should be fine. Yeah, it will be greenlit.
Exactly, Magic Mug will be fine, and if it meets all criteria through our SDK, then it will be absolutely fine, and you can release and sell it, and there will be sounds and special effects making it, and drinking sound and whatever.
Okay.
So yeah.
But what kind of currency is it in the Somnium Space store?
It's Somnium cubes. So you will exchange right now. In the beginning, it will work that you will exchange Somnium cubes to the dollars or euros or dollars to the Somnium cubes, so normal currency, normal exchange.
Is it a fixed exchange rate, or is it like not fixed exchange rate?
It will be in the beginning 1-to-1 most probably.
Okay.
This is still being designed, and we have great advisors on our team who are actually working on the stock exchange, and we are designing this right now. But most probably in the beginning it will 1-to-1. Of course, then later the exchange rate will differ a little bit depending on the money supply and demand. But we will make sure that the exchange rate is stable. So it will be kind of like in Second Life, where the exchange rate went, plus minus 10-12% up and down.
I see.
But it will never be, double the price or double the amount.
But how would I get my Somnium cubes back into a hard, cold Euro cash?
Through the store, you'll be able to exchange it back and forth.
Okay.
So
will there be any? Will you make money by becoming a bank? Will you take fees? Will you take spread?
Most probably not from import of the cash in and cash out, but definitely through every transaction we will take a cut. Absolutely.
Through what?
So if through the every transaction in the store. So if you sell your mug for $5,
yeah, of course,
we take the percentage of every transaction.
Got it. Do you already know the percentage?
Yes, but it's still in the, let's say, in the final phase of decision making.
Okay.
So it will be around, I'd say, from 15 to 30%, depending maybe on some categories. So
okay,
that there will be a percentage.
Got it. So mugs will probably be very low, 50% and something, and other things more expensive. Yeah, we'll see.
Mugs is 100%. Your mug will be 100% tax.
Mugs, no. Yeah. Then I'm not going to make any mugs, man. It's just like in real life. Yeah. Anyway.
Exactly.
Anyways, so we got lots of interesting questions still.
Yeah,
so let's walk through them.
I remember one particular question actually that was from Vanilla, and thanks a lot for buying the parcel, by the way.
Yeah.
One question was, what about the rules, and can
exactly. What can you do?
Deleted or
can I build my adult entertainment cinema? Or yes. what can I do and what can I not do? Are there any rules, or is it like
the general rule of thumb is, if it's not an offensive or illegal content, you can do on your land whatever you want. So that this has to be remembered. In case of, and I told you this already, but let's come back to this.
But what is offensive? What is offensive? I mean, some people find me offensive.
Yeah, sure, but that will be defined in the rules, and obviously we will apply common sense to this. We're not like Twitter banning everyone, but I'm just saying that. An example of adult cinema, for example. Yeah. This is not an offensive content.
For some people, it might be very offensive.
But this content has some limitations. So, for example, when you build something on your parcel like that, we will not allow users below 18 years old or something like that enter your parcel. They will not be able to just enter your parcel. Anyone else? And
but how about? But can they see it from the outside? Probably I want to build like a huge... I want to build a huge statue, yeah, with big eyes, and people can see.
So far, so good. So far, so good.
but so people cannot see it from the outside.
As I told you, there are very simple rules. As I told you, every creation will go through the manual check of our team.
But so sexual content will not be allowed.
Of course, if you put some offensive and not allowed content that other players, that we are not able to regulate for other players, to see.
Yes.
Right? If they enter your creation, then it's a different story. But if you build something which can be seen hundreds and hundreds of meters away, then you will get notification, and our team will contact you and say that you cannot build something like that. You have to build differently, or you have to, just rethink your structure, and that's it. So
okay.
That's.
So how about like political content? What if somebody builds like a huge tower, and it has like the big picture of a presidential candidate, which might be super offensive for some people.
But that's they build it on their own land, and you as the user, you'll be able to regulate what you see. You can block some content. You can say, I don't want to see content from that parcel. I don't want to see content.
All right, got it.
From any parcel. If we may allow, you can say, I don't want to. I just want to see the world, and it will be smoothed out to you. But in principle, that's the beauty of free world. You buy the parcel, and then you
do whatever you want.
King. You rule your own 200 square meters.
Got it.
That's the beauty of it.
Got it. Okay, cool. So we have another question from Biodome Builder, who just bought some land. So how many users can be online at the same time?
Right now, we can easily go to, I would say, 1,000 users. If I remember correctly, our latest server settings. But you have to realize that the world right now is around about 5 to 6 square kilometers, so around about 3.2, 3.3 square miles.
Okay.
And there will be many different ways and technologies, and we are writing and rewriting a lot of server tech right now to make sure that we can handle much more users at the same time.
Right.
But it is highly unlikely that all those 1,000 users will gather in one spot.
Especially right now, right?
Exactly. Just statistically, this is highly unlikely. And when they are spread around the 6 square kilometers, that is absolutely fine. This is something we can handle today. Even if the 100 users are in the same spot, this is also fine.
Okay.
But our capabilities will grow over time. So next year we will, be most probably 10 times what I just told you today. So
right.
I don't think there's so many users there willing to be the same time, the same spot.
You hope that you're going to run into these problems, of course.
Exactly.
It would be amazing.
So once we run it, we'll of course deal with it. But right now, we don't think we have a problem there. So.
Got it. And thank you so much, Ali Karali, for sending over super chat. Christmas bonus. Yes.
Shall we sing?
Thank you.
No.
Yeah. No. And somebody in the chat was just asking, how about copyright? How about, let's say he wants to make a club, yeah? I think he wants to make a nightclub, and he wants to play some music. First of all, can he stream music to that place?
Yes. So when you buy land, you get also, together with this land, you get also a control panel, where you'll be able to add friends, stream music, give microphone rights and streaming rights and audio rights to other people.
Okay, that's cool.
Transfer the land and things like that. So you'll be able to do a lot of things. Change the description of the parcel and stuff like that. You can stream music, of course, to the land or any audio line in. And regarding the copyright, we are in a discussion with the lawyers regarding that. So I cannot comment on this topic, but
probably you can just see. Probably you can just see how's Twitch doing it, because in Twitch I can also go online on Twitch, and I can also
stream. There's a lot of examples. There's a lot of examples, but we can there's one simple rule which applies. If you do a private land, so on your private land with a couple of friends, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Like, until you don't monetize that, that's all fine, right? Until you open it to the public, and if you do it for your friends, and if it's a limited community, then basically it's fine.
Just like if I would invite some friends over to my place physically and watch a movie together, I can do that, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Just play the music, whatever you like. it doesn't matter. So that's the part. But when you start, of course, opening it publicly and you start to monetize that experience, then it's a different story. And then we'll, of course, write a set of rules on that as well.
Okay, we have another question from Travis McCoy. Will the payment system be integrated into Somnium Space, or will the builder be responsible? I think we have already answered it, right?
It's in Somnium Space, of course, and the builder will be integrated into Somnium Space. The builder is one of the tools which you will get when we roll out big update in February 2019, where
right.
you'll get to build things. There will be a special event tab and store tab and chat and friends, and there will be much more things coming up. Preview that you can see on our website when you go there. There is a first few seconds of the scene where you can see part of the 2D client, which will be coming up online. So there's a lot of things coming on.
Okay. I'm wondering, with these cubes, right? These your money. Can I give it to somebody else? Can I just meet somebody and, hey, I want to give you like 5 cubes? Or let's say I'm watching somebody. I'm watching a concert, right? I go to this place and somebody is playing a concert. Can I take my cubes and throw it at them and they will be happy?
You can directly, and people will see it. You can make it in a way that people will see how it is being transferred to that person.
That is pretty cool.
It encourages others to do that.
How does it work? Like you throw it, or you have to go over there, or how does it work?
You just click on the browser. There will be a special way how you do it. You'll see it when it's live. But in principle, that's your money. You can do with your money whatever you want.
Actually, I think that's pretty interesting. You know, like I'm doing these live streams here right now, right? And I'm doing I receive super chats.
Yeah, that will be a virtual super chat, exactly. People will see that someone is giving you a super chat or donation directly in real time, live.
I think that's pretty interesting, right? So to really see people who watch me like do the show in virtual reality, they can come up and put something in the virtual head or whatever. Like all these ideas, I think are pretty interesting. Can I go and hide the money somewhere and have somebody find it?
On your land, yes. On the other, like in a free roam, in the free land where no one has the structures, most probably this is we're still discussing and debating with.
I think that would be funny.
It will be funny, but most probably most of the objects which you put not on your land will disappear if they are not interacted with. Let's say for 10 minutes they will disappear. So you can do that, but then people will have 10 minutes to find them.
Okay. What is the next question from Vanilla Gomez? What's the reselling process later? Broker services?
Right.
I think that's interesting.
Let's dive into that a little bit.
So I'm buying. Let's say I have the small parcel right now, but I don't want to buy. I don't want to build anything on it. I want to sell it.
Exactly. So in the phase number 1, we had Seeding VR. Crowd invest campaign where people were buying shares of our company, so they became real shareholders of the company, and as a bonus they were getting land parcels. So that was back in September, and you were part of it. Thanks a lot for contributing there.
You're
as well.
Welcome. I want to say thank you to Sasha LeBaron, who has just sent $2. Thank you.
Hey, Sasha. Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks, Sasha. So So the second phase is Indiegogo campaign, right, where people are going to pre-purchase the land, and all that actually will come to a conclusion in February 2019, where several weeks land offering, which is the public auction, we will.
Sorry, no. Hello, are you still there?
Be a map.
I just lost you. So there will be an auction, you said, right?
So February 2019, there will be a public. Before that, a few weeks before that, we'll open a gate for city to claim their.
Damn! Now, unfortunately, now the connection really sucks. Now the connection really sucks. Sorry. I got that there will be an auction in February 2019, but before that, the people who now got the land, they are able to choose the land, right? Did I get that right? Damn, now I think I lost him. Hello?
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay, now
Do you
you're
hear
back.
me?
Yeah, now you're back. Okay. So there
Yes. Sorry for that. I
yeah,
cannot
it's okay.
control
So
that, unfortunately.
so in February things are over and there will be the initial land offering.
Exactly. So there will be a public auction, which is called initial land offering, where we'll open the whole map for all the people from around the world to bid on and choose whatever parcel they want. But before that, a few weeks before that, people who bought land via Seeding VR and Indiegogo will have a priority auction, let's say, where they will be able to reserve the land and claim their land and choose the best spots before the whole public comes in.
Okay.
And when you do so, you'll have a choice. Either you leave your land first to yourself and build something on it later on, or you can directly mark that land when you claim it as the reselling land, and it
All
will be
right.
offered in the public auction in the initial land offering.
Directly.
And if someone in a few weeks in that public auction will bid for this parcel 500 euros, boom, that's your profit. That's what you have earned.
Okay.
And that's the process. And later on, when the public auction will go live, we'll do it in several phases, but basically in 2019, the whole map of, let's say we call it phase one map of 6 square kilometers will be sold out. So it will be just claimed by different people, and then you'll be able to trade it. So you'll be able to sell the land through our store. So you offer the land, people can go and look at it. There will be coordinates where you can just see what's the land, where it's located, if it's a good spot. Do you see sunset? No. Is the mountain view good? No. So things like that,
Got it.
and then you'll be able to sell it. And if someone wants to buy it, they will be just buying it from the store, from the market. But the initial claiming of the land will happen with the prioritizing of Seeding VR people and people from Indiegogo, because that's why it makes sense to buy now, because you will be able to reserve the best spots next to the city center or next to the Great Mountain or
Okay.
next to the bridge or something like that, next to the water, before anyone else. So
Next
the
to the
competition there
MRTV
will be low.
headquarters, that should be the most expensive parcel.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but no jokes aside, right? You'll be
Yeah.
able to just have it next to the spawn place,
Yeah, that's
and
of
then
course good. Yeah.
anyone who spawns will see your banner right away, and that's we cannot control it anymore because it's your land.
Right. Right. So I'm wondering how can the people who buy the Indiegogo land now, how can they choose which spots they get?
Right. So there will be a map on the website where you will be able to zoom in, like in Google Maps. You'll be able to zoom in and zoom out, and then the whole Somnium space map will be chopped into parcels, different sizes, different locations, different shapes and stuff. And you'll be able to just select. So you'll have like 3 credits, for example, 2 credits for 2 small parcels and 1 credit for a large parcel if you bought so on Indiegogo.
Okay.
And then you'll be just going and clicking, okay, I want that small parcel, and that big parcel. And that's it. That's your land. You claimed it. You will reserve it on the map, and it will be read for anyone else. No one else will be able to reserve that land anymore.
Okay, so it's about first come, first serve. So you open the map.
Absolutely.
You open the map at like, I don't know, 10 p.m. Central European time, and then you got to go.
We will exactly. We will notify everyone weeks and weeks and weeks ahead, many times, that the prioritization of Indiegogo claiming starts in 2 weeks, and be sure that you're online at that time, and there will be a lot of time to do that. So you have a lot of time to think through before you go there, and then you have some time to reserve the land.
Okay.
But it is absolutely first come, first serve.
Got it. So Vanilla Gomez is saying, can we get a preview of the map before we have to start making the decisions? Can you help us?
Yes, absolutely.
Pre-plan. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. So there is we are actually finalizing the final map right now. I think I shared with you, Sebastian, the kind of a very exclusive preview of the map. I don't know if you can pull it on the screen and show it.
I don't think so. I have it on my phone right now. That what you sent me before.
Yeah, exactly. So
I can show it with the camera.
But as one, I can tell you this as one of the updates. When we reach 100% on Indiegogo, which
they won't see much.
When we reach 100% on Indiegogo, we will publish an update, and there will be this map. So you will see from the first glance what the map will look like, where the roads are going, where are the mountains, the trees, the water, the bridges, and stuff like this. So you'll get a good idea. Alongside with this, we'll also share some exclusive screenshots of new map and new graphic kind of engine and new graphic details we are building right now, because we have really. So what do you see right now in Somnium? It looks great, but we want to, to double it. It will be as double immersive as it is right now, and we'll share this as soon as we reach 100% on the Indiegogo, which I'm pretty sure will happen in within the next few days, I hope.
Okay, so the next question from Adam. So how many parcels of land have been sold already?
Let me quickly calculate. So we have 27. There's 4. If I'm not mistaken, and please don't take me as I have to say approximately right now, we're talking about around about 400, and the whole map is around about 3,500 parcels.
Okay.
So yeah, around about 10% of the map is being sold right now.
All right, not bad, I think, especially since you've just started.
That is why we have actually that's why we have actually made all the perks on Indiegogo limited. Not because we just wanted to look cool, but because we have to limit it in order to still leave some parcels for the public auction later next year.
Right. So Adam also wants to know, what is the average monthly user right now? How many people are using it right now?
I can actually check it right away. 1 second. Yeah. But I can tell you that
these are the tough questions.
No.
Hello? And the connection is gone. Hello? Test. Hello? I think I have lost the connection now. Arthur, I'm going to call you again right now, okay? Let's see if it works. Started the call. Probably Arthur has lost all of his internet, perhaps. Here you are again. Arthur, can you hear me? Test. Arthur? I cannot hear you right now. Arthur? Test. Are you here? I can see he's connected now in Discord. I don't hear you. Arthur. Probably there's something wrong with your mic. Or the question is too tough. I cannot hear you at all. Which is strange. I did not mute him, no. That's really bad. I will leave the call again and I will join the call again. Test.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, now I can hear you. Now.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I love German internet.
Okay.
My best regards to the internet providers here. So, what was the last thing you heard actually?
You want to answer the question how many monthly average users you have?
Oh, I was actually answering it for like 5 minutes. Okay. So we have more than 4,500 total downloads, and we have around about 60 to 70 active daily users, and we have spikes when we have events, of course. And you have to keep in mind, we don't do any active advertising. We don't pay a dime for advertisement and banners and stuff like that. So all that comes organically through Steam, through our events, through people who get to know us. They download it from our website, not even from Steam. So yeah, so that's, I hope that answers your question.
Okay, got it. So you have 4,000 downloads right now on Steam, and well, probably somebody tried it, but at the moment, right, there's the events that you do where people can go. I think at the moment there is
Actually, we have tomorrow an event, a really
Okay.
interesting event tomorrow, which will happen in space uh,
in the main
on the
building.
5th, on the access. We had nice
Okay.
an
Unfortunately,
event.
yeah, the connection is not so good right now
Yeah.
again. It sucks. Our internet providers suck. Anyways, okay. So Sherzod asks, what about cybersecurity? I don't really totally understand this question, but probably does this say something to you? Cybersecurity is. Do you think there's gonna be any hacking problems or so? Damn, I don't hear you, man. I have a bad connection with you. Cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, now I hear you again.
Yes.
So cybersecurity.
Okay. Obviously, I mean, well, I cannot tell you that there will be no hacks and no bugs, but we'll try, and we will put a lot of pressure and a lot of effort on the security.
Okay, all right. So yeah, I think you cannot give any more details, but you're working on this and you are aware that there can be some problem. Yeah,
Yes,
obviously,
this
right?
is one of the. It's always on our charts of the.
All right. Okay. Yeah. If you can hear me, can you talk a bit more, perhaps, about the transportation system? Ah, damn! I cannot hear you, man. Unfortunately, I cannot hear you.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Transportation system. This is a very interesting part of the world, actually, because so for those who already were in Somnium space, they already tried a preview of our teleportation system. And please tell me if you hear me still, just
I can hear you.
as
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
so that I know
Yeah.
that you.
All right. Got it.
And basically, this will be a very interesting part for not only for Somnium Space as the company, but also for every user. Because when you buy land, you'll be able to buy from the store this teleporter, and you'll be able to place it on your land.
Okay.
And basically, every time, because people will be paying for teleportation inside Somnium, so every time someone teleports, let's say you have a very popular location, or you have a very unique location, for example, somewhere on the crossroads where everyone wants to go because there is, it's a very pleasant place to be, or it's close to something else. If you have a popular location, you will basically be able to earn money every time someone teleports there. So if you have a very good location and you have a teleporter there, it's you've had a jackpot, because if hundreds and hundreds of people will teleport, we'll share part of our profit from teleportation and our part of our revenue from teleportation with you as a user.
All right.
So again, we don't do it just to earn money and scrape everything for the money, but that's an interesting in-game thing to kind of motivate people to think about locations, to think about what they can build on their land to make it interesting. Why would people go there? That's and also want to give some revenue back to our users.
Okay. So how expensive will it be for me to buy that transporter?
Most probably, and again, this is not a final price, but we're talking about something like $70, and you get it forever. So that's your teleporter.
All right. And what do you think? What kind of money will I earn for every single person who goes to my place using the teleporter?
It's hard to say right now, because also the monthly fee for teleportation and different packages for teleportation are not finalized yet. But we are talking about, let's say, something from 5 cents to maybe 50 cents, depending on the time, location,
Right.
and the package the person who teleports has. So the more
Okay.
expensive package he has, the more money you get.
So it means like if I want to travel all over Somnium space, I can buy something like a monthly ticket for the transporter system.
Exactly.
All right.
One of the things we have implemented in Somnium on purpose, and this you can actually test in some way right now if you go to Somnium Space, is we do not allow you to teleport from one spot to an infinite spot by just pressing one button on your controller. So there is a limited distance and also limited speed of teleportation inside Somnium. This has a reason to give you more immersion in terms of bring more reality. For some
Okay.
people, it might feel annoying, but to be honest, in my own experience and our team has experience, if you have apps where people are able to teleport as fast as they can and in any direction and as far as they want, you lose track of people immediately. You just don't know where people go. And sometimes they do it on purpose. Sometimes they just by accident press something and they teleport 5 miles away. That just doesn't make sense. That breaks an
Okay.
immersion. So we want it to feel free in terms of free of movements and free to move anywhere you want, but we also want to feel it real. And the combination, we're still tweaking this, but there will be a combination, and you will not be able to go from one point of the world to another in 1 second by pressing something on your controller. Rather, you'll need to use some transportation system, which players will be able, by the way, to build and use, or you'll be able to go through the teleporter.
Okay. Interesting. But so how long is it going to take maximum in this teleportation?
Right now, I did a test. If you go by just teleporting, not the free locomotion, but by teleporting, the map we are talking about right now will take you around about like 10 to 15 minutes to go from one side to another. It's pretty huge. It's pretty huge.
Okay. Got it. But what I was thinking, these teleporter machines actually, when you use them, there will not be any time that you will need to
Exactly.
teleport.
It will be instant. So
Okay.
you'll disappear there and you'll appear like less than a second.
Got it.
Just go to Somnium Space right now and you'll feel exactly how it will be
Okay.
in the future.
So another Sasha LeBaron asked, what about AdMix? So AdMix is this company that helps people, that wants to help people to monetize advertisement. So you're working together with them. How far are they? When will you be able to put some ads into Somnium Space to earn for yourself?
AdMix is actually a company which does. I think it's one of the leading companies. I hope it's a leading company because I'm an investor there. But they do monetization VR and AR, and they build quite unique plugins where, and we will use this plugin. So we'll take the tools and we're cooperating with them to bring it, to Somnium Space in the best possible way, so that you get the land. And one of the tools you get right out of the box, together with the builder, is an ability to simply place an object and say, let's say it's a TV. We just have TV in your house. You turn on the plugin from AdMix. You click on that TV and you say that I want that to be an ad object, and suddenly this
Hmm.
TV, in the same shape, for example, transports to or becomes a Samsung TV. And every time someone comes to your house and looks at it or interacts with it and turns it on or does whatever he wants with it, you get paid. And advertiser get paid. So you get
Right.
paid by advertiser because they see this object. And in many cases, we don't want intrusive advertising. So we don't want actually stupid banners to be all over the world,
Yeah,
rather
of course
than
not.
interesting objects which you can, MRTV mark or something which makes sense for
Yeah,
everyone and actually
right.
something you want to experience. Because I'm pretty sure, having Ferrari or Tesla inside the world, it will not hurt anyone if they see that it is a Tesla because it makes sense. Everybody knows it. But Tesla will get this advertising and they will be paying for this ad, but nobody will actually feel it because that will feel
Right.
natural for you. So that's
Right.
what AdMix is aiming for, and that's
That's
what
a
we
good
want to
idea.
have. Yeah, and that's what we want to have for every person on their own parcel. This ability and this plugin will be available not from February, but somewhere down the line in 2019, hopefully in the first half of the year, this plugin will be available for every land owner.
Got it. Okay, cool. Are there any more questions now from the audience? Train, perhaps. Train, do you have any questions? Or
comments. There's some person writes Sweden sucks. I don't know. Okay, I should not read it.
Or Adam. Adam, do you have any more questions, Adam? So I saw Adam was also asking the question before. Let me find it. He was asking, what will prevent this from being a big ghost town?
Nothing. Just people enthusiastic as you are and I am and everyone else. And I'm pretty sure once we all start building it, and you'll see, buildings rising in real time. And every day you come there will be something new to explore, and it will be all persistent. So no loading screens, everyone are in the same instance, and you can just walk around and meet new people and look at new structures. I hope, at least when I'm speaking for myself, I want to be there every day. So, and if there are more people like I am and you are, I'm pretty sure it will not be a empty ghost town. But if I want to answer the question, of course, it always can happen.
Right. Could be, sure. Yeah, I think at the moment, there's nothing going on, right? Because we're in this phase where you just sell the land first, and I think now it's really not so interesting, honestly speaking. But I really think once people have their land, and once people
once cool events, man.
Once people
we have really, I mean,
I know.
You know why it's not interesting?
I'm very busy, man. There, I'm a very busy man.
Yeah, exactly. You're not coming there, but if you come to our open mic, we actually tell some pretty cool jokes, and we have really nice users from US who are singing live, and we have we do have amazing interactions.
I know.
And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that like it is.
But anyways, it's going to be much more interesting than now. Once people will build something there, right? That makes a lot of sense, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Can we become advertisers? Asked Vanilla Gomez. Probably some people want to advertise there. How would they do that?
What is the question? Sorry, I'm looking at the question.
Somebody wants to advertise, like Vanilla Gomez wants to advertise in Somnium Space. How can they do that? Through AdMix?
So exactly. So one of the ways you'll be able to do that is to buy ad space at AdMix, and then this ad space will be distributed. And in AdMix, as the advertiser, you get to choose which platform you want to target. So there you just choose Somnium Space, and then you can go even more specifically there into some details, and then people will see your ad inside Somnium Space. But that's only one of the ways how to do that, right? Because I'm pretty sure, let the imagination run. When people will buy land, and friends will be buying land, and many people and some companies and conglomerates will be buying land together, and they will build huge communities, and they will own huge parts of the world and interconnected parts of the world. They will want to place some ads, and they will maybe become their own ad agency, physical ad agency inside Somnium Space. And there you will have to contact them to place ads on their land. Maybe they will buy 20% of the whole map. You don't know.
Very interesting.
So, for example, I can tease you that we're of course still raising money in terms of we're in talks with investors, and hopefully we'll have some really great news very soon. But some of the investors, they one of the big let's say reasons they invest, they want to own big parts of the land because they are interested in building some commercial and non-commercial projects there. So if you run your imagination, if you let your imagination run, you can imagine many things, transportation systems running, like train or whatever, whatever they want to build on their land, this will be possible because we don't control it.
Got it. So another interesting question here from Skid Row. He's wondering, let's say, I have this beer advertisement, right? I have this bottle, this AdMix bottle of beer. But probably this user, he comes from a country where it's not allowed to have beer advertising. So is it going to be geo-located, and then the bottle of beer is not going to appear in Sweden if the guy comes from Sweden, for example?
This is a very interesting question, and I cannot fully answer it right now because this is one of the discussions we're still having inside with Dolores and with other people. But we do hope, though, that our goal, our ultimate goal, is for virtual reality to become kind of its own country. So,
all right, got it.
we, for example, will have a completely revamped time zone. It will be one single time zone. It will be universal Somnium time, and we hope to eliminate time zones for people forever. Like you will not need to think about PST, UST, CST, and stuff like that. You will just know, okay, that's the hour in Somnium. That's the hour we can all meet there, and we want to really, because we don't need those time zones in virtual reality. So we are really thinking and making a lot of effort to create a one universal Somnium time so that people can relate to easily and understand it easily, much easier than in right now in real life. Because
Somnium time, would it be GMT?
I can't know. It will be much more interesting. It will be something you have never experienced before. It will be so crazy and cool, and I really mean it. That you will be able to relate to it much easier. And as I said, we hope we will eliminate the need for time zones in the world once and forever. So you'll think in universal Somnium time rather than you'll think in PST, CET, or GMT.
Okay,
or whatever.
but is it so? It sounds a bit like it's not the 60 minutes. Not 60 minutes is 1 hour.
It's something else. No, it's not the 60 minutes and 1 hour. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Wow, that will be very interesting. Let's see how that will turn out. That sounds cool. Yeah, great. Sasha LeBaron says Somnium time, huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. We'll succeed in that because I hate PST and CST and all those time zones because it's so confusing all the time.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Yeah, but it still will have to be connected to any of the time zones, so people will know when is Somnium time. So there will still be some connection.
There will be so inside the Somnium app and in the launcher and in the Android app there will be always a converter, and it will be always shown your time zone and the Somnium so that people can get used to it and transition their thinking into that time zone.
Great. Okay, so probably we're going to have the last few questions now, and then we already have like 1 hour and 30 minutes. So yeah, does the audience still have any questions for Arto here, for the founder of Somnium Space? Now is your chance, your golden chance.
Don't get to vote whether I did a good job or not. Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up.
Will there be animals? Says Vanilla Gomez.
Yes, of course. So, for example, we know for sure already now where we are thinking about designing fishing. But one thing we want to make sure is that everything you'll see in Somnium will have to be will have to create a emotional value. It has to be valuable, so it's not a gimmick. So if we do fishing, for example, there has to be some kind of a reward if you do that fishing, or it has to make sense. Why would you do fishing? Just fishing for fun may make sense. It could be possible, but then if
you can sell the fish later.
Yeah, okay, but if it's fishing for fun, then you have some scoreboard where people will be competing with each other how much fish and how fast they can fish.
Okay,
it has to make sense. Everything we'll do there has to make sense, but of course birds, animals, fish, and other things will be present. And actually first glance of the birds you're able to see in Somnium already today. We have updated the client last week, and we'll update the client this week again with even new birds and new interactions. So yeah, we are actually working on the client on a weekly basis.
Okay, cool. And then Matt Fish asks, how would you build your space? What if you wanted to build a game? How much customization can you have?
Quite a lot. So we'll have an SDK. So one way to build on your land is to go and use our in-game builder, kind of like, let's say, like in Sims, where you are able to customize your land. But this is, level 1. Level 2 is you build your space and you script your space yourself.
Unity and C Sharp?
Unity, exactly. In Unity, C Sharp, and then that's for Unity base, and then you're importing it through our SDK with a certain sets of rules. You're importing that into Somnium space, and then your imagination is your limit.
All right.
Then we don't care.
Great.
So you can. One of our pitches to, for example, to companies is to say, like we, for example, talked to Beat Saber. Actually, maybe I should not say it, but we talked to the Beat Saber guys in the bus because they're also from Czech Republic, and we said, guys, you can. They don't need it now, of course, but you can create a demo version, like a level 1 of your game inside Somnium Space on your parcel, and then then just encourage people to click and download the game and launch the game directly from Somnium Space and just play it. So all those experiences, or you can build the complete game, no problem, paintball or whatever you want.
Great. Okay. Wow. Very interesting. So there's lots of things you can do if you know some basic coding with Unity and C#. Right. Cool. Yeah, I think that's enough now for the questions. We're already like 90 minutes into the show, and this show is normally only 30 minutes. But I think yeah, but it's okay. I think this was interesting now to talk with you, to learn more about Somnium Space, and yeah, to learn about.
Thanks for having me. Of course.
Yeah, you're welcome, and to learn what people can actually do on these parcels. And well, again, I must say, I think it's a great idea. I'm very excited to see how it will grow, and it's cool for me to be part of this so early, and that's why I really like to feature you guys. So
thanks a lot. I mean, and I just maybe my last sentence would be, the world will be as cool as you and I and everyone who's now in this chat, and later more people will build it. It depends on us. We can make it a cool world, and no one else than us will shape the world. And that's the scary and exciting part at the same time. We don't know how it will look like. We just don't know.
That is really true. So that's the exciting part of it, right?
Yeah, and we really hope it will be cool and nice, and there will be some, of course, some problematic users. There will be some bad parcels, good parcels, but that's what makes it more immersive and more real and more exciting. So I'm very optimistic about that.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for joining us, and I wish you all the best for the Indiegogo campaign.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your support, guys and girls. And yeah, if you have any more questions, just join our Discord channel or just email us, do whatever you want. We'll answer immediately, and we're happy to have you on board. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, cool. That was Arthur from Somnium Space. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. And well, I must say, I think it's a very interesting topic, and that's why I keep on featuring Somnium Space. I must make it very, very clear here right now. This is not sponsored content. Yeah, the guys didn't pay me anything. I don't get anything from those guys. Nothing. I paid my parcel myself in Somnium Space. So I'm simply very fascinated about this topic, and it's cool. Well, in my opinion, it's very cool to be part of this so early and to see how it grows. Even now, there's not much going on, and it's going to be very interesting to see once people really build stuff. So to be fair to other worlds, right? To other virtual worlds, I'm also going to check out High Fidelity. I'm also featuring Rec Room all the time, right? Just to let you guys know, this is this is not sponsored. This is my content that I am excited about, and that I share here on my channel, just to make it very clear. Yeah. Skidrow, yeah, you're right. Arthur did pay me $10.06. It's even downstairs, right? That's right, that's true. Damn beer money. Yeah, by the way, only $13. My dear friends, how about you send over some more super chats for having me work here for 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you want to support this channel, then definitely I'd be very, very happy about every single super chat that I receive. And of course, I'll be also super happy if you join the MRTV Elite. Let me show it to you guys one more time. The MRTV Elite is the Patreon channel of MRTV, and you can join for only $3. For only $3, you can join this the MRTV Elite and, well, get more content and support this amazing channel. Find out what happens. Thank you, Arthur. Find out what happens behind the scenes of this channel. And yeah, join the MRTV Elite at mrtvelite.com. All right. My dear friends, that's everything that I got for you guys tonight. A longer version of the MRTV topic of the day. And thank you so much, Vanilla Gomez, for sending me $4.99. And you say, thanks for keeping us in the loop of everything VR as always. Thank you so much for your contribution. Okay. That is truly everything that I got for you guys today. If you like the show, please give it a thumbs up. And really give it a thumbs up, because that truly helps me. And if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, do so now. I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.
Nicht ernst, oder? Nee. Das ist echt der Hammer.
Mom is already sleeping. I shouldn't yell at her.